Okay, welcome to Kung Fu Africa number 2. I'm your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Stomach still fat, about to eat a piece of chocolate. Um, so there's 611 of you, which means I went from 599 to 611 of you. So to the new people, thank you. I have to make thank you videos when I see my number increase because I don't know what's going to happen next. If you haven't been here, then I will generally tell you that if I am ever signed, or by the grace of God, I like to say when I'm signed, I may never be able to control this channel until I'm unsigned. If that be the case, Echo Fan Grey Wolf wants to let you know that I do have gratitude and that while I'm unsigned and basically a free agent, non-working actor, I can be grateful and say thank you that I have 611 people who give a damn about me on this app that if I live or die. That means more to me than words can say. And if you were here for Monday Night Monologue, you might like what I do, you might not. I try to do more native positive stuff. This Monday, which was filmed on Sunday, I did less positive stuff because everybody has a different story, and my story is no better or worse than anyone else's. Okay, I can say that because I made it to 51 without dying. However, that doesn't make it 1,000% right. There are stories out there that's worse than mine. There are stories out there that's way better than mine. I am on that cusp of when somebody makes a movie about me, which will never happen because I'll probably be long dead before that, or it'll be like Bruce Lee. I'll get famous after I'm dead, and everybody will be like, "Well, what the fuck? Where was this guy? Why didn't we get this guy?" Because you guys are racist. That's your answer right there for anyone in Hollywood that will be like that after I'm dead, discover all my shit, be like, damn, this guy was a singer, he was an actor, he was basically a fucking genius, he was a writer, he wrote 3 books. I actually have more stories than that because every thing that I've written will be getting put into a flash drive and be small, short stories. Every movie that I wrote, basically. And, I got into this business trying to bring down Tim Reed's New Millennium Studios because they are the reason why I never left Virginia because they promised us Hollywood East, and the only thing they delivered us was the finger. Now, getting all that rage out and, no hard feelings, they shot themselves in the foot. Because instead of hiring actors like they promised and like they promoted with Rick Young and CBS News all over Richmond, come to Millennium, we're going to make your dreams come true. Get an A in your classes, we're going to give you a screen test. Well, they had 2 TV series. They made 2 movies about timepieces. Like uh, Sam Neill from Jurassic Park played Thomas Jefferson, and Carmen Ejogo played Sally Hemings. So they did the Sally Hemings story. And then they had a series on ABC, and it was a good police drama. It was pretty good. The problem was they were only hiring SAG actors, and they made everybody get their hopes up, and we all got our hopes up. The movie I'm currently editing was the movie I sent to them. And yeah, the movie sucked. But we're improving that now. Anyway, the bottom line is quite simple. The whole damn thing was that my acting career should have took off without a problem. As a mixed person, putting all my eggs in one basket, which was Tim Reed, was the worst thing I ever did. And I just knew because he's an actor, WKRP in Cincinnati, Sister, his wife an actress, she played on The Fresh Prince, she's mixed, I'm mixed. Maybe this dude will see something in me to give me a shot. Well, on the day I arrived, you're not a SAG actor. Toodles. I was there, I was the first car there to show up, and I was the first car to leave. However, a young man, thank you, Mr. Martin, Ron Martin, I don't know where he is now in life, but I was in my 20s when I was younger, healthier, and full of fire, and could still move faster than I do now. And God bless America. That's me trying not to cuss. I asked this man if I could have a job. He's like, man, we only hire SAG actors. And I didn't know what SAG was at the time. And then I did some Googling years later and found out, well, it wasn't Google, it was Jeeves. And you have to pay $250 a month. to be a SAG actor? Well, if you're not working on a TV show or at all, i.e., me, and you're working a normal job where that $250 goes to every bill you make, and we don't have cell phones at this time, how the hell can I be a SAG actor? I can't. So, therefore, Ron Martin gave me the best advice. He's like, hey man, go make a movie, send it back. He didn't give me a time limit on it, but he like put a little haste on it. He said, look, make me a movie, send it back with the greatest of haste. Alright, so I got kicked out of the International Black Belt Center here in Charlottesville and the Seven Tigers because they refused to let me put my flyer because I wanted to make a martial art movie. If I could have got 14 people, it would have been a phenomenon. That didn't happen. I got 7 people. Shout out to the Bowie sisters. Shout out to Adrian Chen. Shout out to, damn it. Sorry, it's Eric Chen and Adrian Cow. Shout out to Lewis, a young African exchange student whose name I can't pronounce your last name, brother. And shout out to Phil, a Filipino, whose name I also can't pronounce. And shout out to Justin for being the mysterious man in the seat. When the movie is edited and done, it will be on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. But the movie's over 20-something years old. So yeah, this guy is not that guy. I've matured, but I haven't humbled myself as much. But, you know, I had that fire, I had that desire, and I was ready to go. So this is me thanking you, new people, giving me 611 people to at least vent to, because I do know for a fact that when my career takes off, if Disney calls me tomorrow, I'm on that shit. If they're like, yo, we got 3 options for you. And I'm praying that this happens, although I'm pretty sure it probably will take a lot of time. Or if you guys help me out. There's 3 native characters that I would kill to play. And even though I'm not a full-blooded native, I would still kill to play. The first one is Jesse Blackcrow. Because I can play that just like they would do Legion, where the principle is really quite simple. Jesse Blackcrow fell off of a fucking scaffold and was paralyzed from the waist down. His ancestor, Blackcrow, came into his body, and while he's unconscious, he thinks he's dreaming. He's really out doing what he's dreaming about, being a superhero. So they never really give you a whole lot of continuity on what the fuck and if he ever discovers it. But you know, if he's running around in a wheelchair, no one's gonna think that he's a superhero. They also did this once before with the principle of the Mantis TV show, but it didn't do anything with natives and body possession. But you should probably go check that out. Shout out to the people who played in Mantis. I think the guy that played Isaiah Bradley played in Mantis. Don't hold me to that. I don't think he was the guy in the suit, though. The other 2 Native American characters I would love to play would be American Eagle. He's an Apache. I'm extremely short, so I don't know how they're going to work that out because American Eagle is like 6'2", and I'm like a whole foot and a quarter shorter because I'm 5'3.5". Well, hell, that same thing with Jesse Blackcrow, and same thing with the other character that I would play. And this one would work out the best, even though it would be a strange thing. Red Wolf 1, 2, and 3, because that way I can play the father, the grandfather, and the grandson, or the grandfather, the father, and the son, because there's a time period, the Old West, the turn of the century, and the present day. And if they let me play all 3, it would fucking be phenomenal. That being said, thank you guys for being here. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. There's 611 of you. I love you. Thank you. Be seeing ya. Well, that would have worked out cool if I could have just moved the cursor in time. Later.